talent don't pay the bills. If raw talent were a ticket to a thriving voiceover career, then every talented voice actor would already be in the big leagues. This business is littered with disappointed voice actors whose skill alone isn't enough to keep the lights on. And the NAVA State of VO survey bears this out every year. Being talented but broke is not a fluke. It's a pattern. I myself spent 20 years figuring, well, clients will just find me. But the jobs didn't come with any sort of regularity, and the gigs dried up almost as fast as they came in. So my so-called business at the time was just an expensive hobby because that's how I treated it. Talent itself is just table stakes, man. That's just the price of admission. Money flows to people who treat it like a business. And here's how you can too, if you're willing to let go of the starving artist myth. Now, before we get cranked up, let's give you our free resource of the week, our free source of the week. This week, it's the Voice Actor Avoidance Audit and Scorecard. It's a free interactive quiz I've designed to show you where your habits are costing you money. You'll get a free personalized scorecard at the end of the quiz and likely how much money your habits are costing you. Again, it's a free interactive quiz tool. It's available with a link in the show notes and description. Take it now. I just want to act, not hustle. Let's talk about the story you've probably told yourself, maybe even said out loud to other people. I'm not creative. I'm a marketer. My work should speak for itself. I'll focus on acting, and the business will come. That's adorable. And complete horseshit. Look, too many voice actors claim to this artistic hogwash because it's safe. No one can reject you if you really don't sell yourself. You can't fail at a business if you never really give it a fair shot. But this mindset is not just naive. It is the reason why so many talented voice actors never make a full-time living in this business. Every casting director I know has stories of inboxes flooded with good, adequate, sometimes even beautiful reads. And the sad secret is that most of the people auditioning for any given gig are going to read the script adequately, if not in a way that would absolutely book it. Voice actors love to blame industry droughts or bad months on forces that are somehow outside their control. Dry audition cycles, a bad economy, budget cuts, changing client needs. Truth is, most voice actors have never marketed themselves consistently for more than a week or two at a time. Do you only send cold outreach emails when you're desperate? Update your website annually? Post on social for a week or two and then disappear for months when you're busy again? That's not artistic ebb and flow, guys. That is the lack of a consistent marketing system. If your business is only visible when you feel like it, then so will your revenue be. I hear this all the time. Voice actors hate the idea of selling. They imagine cold emails as desperate, annoying spam, or look at LinkedIn or any social media post as cringy chest thumping. But until you're actively, intentionally, and consistently starting conversations, no one knows you exist. Visibility is not optional. It's essential. There's an old saying in football, if you have two quarterbacks, you have none. Well, the corollary for voiceover is, if you try to speak to everyone, you're selling to no one. Every rookie voice actor thinks versatility is the ultimate asset. Hey, look at everything I can do. Listen to the 17 character voices on my one demo. But clients aren't looking for a generalist. They're looking for a go-to expert to solve a specific need. Do you have a clear, memorable USP, unique selling proposition? Or are you getting lost in a sea of friendly, conversational, versatile about pages? Voice actors who own a niche. Medical narration for pharma brands, conversational e-learning for tech startups, quirky animation for children's apps. They don't worry much about where the next job is coming from because they become the client's default, not just another option. It's easier and faster to build a voiceover business by owning one specific niche rather than trying to master 12 different genres. Too many voice actors treat every booking like a one-off lottery win. They have no CRM, client relationship management, to track leads and past clients and gigs, no process for following up, reactivating, or upselling, no automated scheduling, invoicing, or project management. Look, when you're juggling all the stuff that life throws at you, other commitments and family stuff, systems are your safety net. If you have to reinvent the wheel every time you get a new client or a new project on the line, you're going to face burnout and exhaustion, not to mention lost revenue, because systems equals scalability. Clients expect professional onboarding, delivery on time, and clear and concise follow-ups. A part-timer with a solid, systems-driven approach will out-earn a flaky creative artist every single time. Ask yourself this. Could somebody else step into your business today, tomorrow, next week, and run it? Or is everything up in your happy little head? My business coach often tells me, he says it all the time, the more structure you have in your business, the more freedom you have in your life. And he's right. Let's talk about the big three avoidance behaviors that often sabotage voice actors: procrastination, perfectionism, and busy work. Too many voice actors confuse motion or being busy with progress. Reworking your website a dozen times isn't marketing. Watching another How to Master Left-Handed Immortal Werewolf Pirate audiobooks webinar is not client outreach. And polishing your logo for hours is not building your voiceover business. These are avoidance behaviors dressed up as productivity. So much quote-unquote researching is just making excuses in your head. The market's too saturated. Oh, no one answers my email. I'll just book more P2P auditions this month. It's much easier to hide behind being busy than it is to risk rejection, consistently reaching out to new contacts every damn day. Voiceover is a business. If you want this to be full-time and consistent, that phrase has to become part of your mindset, not just a hustle. Your training, your gear, your demos, these are not cost centers. They are an investment, but only if you treat them like real assets and part of a real business, not like distractions from the fun work. All right, let's talk about 5 practical steps for real revenue. Number 1, build a real marketing machine. Schedule weekly time blocks, ideally daily time blocks, but if you only have a couple of times a week to do it, that's fine. Make sure it's a couple of times every week for cold outreach, for LinkedIn, for following up with past clients. Use a CRM. I mentioned it before, customer relationship management software. There's a great free one called HubSpot. Use that to track every lead and every follow-up. Batch produce your social media content so you never fall off the radar. Number 2, own your niche and update your brand. Audit your website, audit your demos. Are they laser focused on the kind of work that you want to go after? Update every profile, your website, all your social media stuff to make sure it's in alignment with your specialties and your strengths. And most importantly, in all your messaging, speak directly to your prospects or clients' challenges, problems, and pain points. And most importantly, how you solve them. Number 3, build for repeat business. Develop client onboarding templates, project checklists, and reminder automations. Collect testimonials and case studies, social proof. Show your reliability, not just your great sound. And set up systems for staying top of mind and for referrals. Number 4, confront avoidance and measure what matters. Track your actual business-building activity each week. Client outreach, follow-ups, proposals, working for referrals. Replace those endless procrastination loops with daily action. Did I reach out to people today? Say yes to coaching and accountability. Might I recommend, with obvious bias, the VOPro community? And by the way, use code HIDDEN50 to get 50% off your membership for life. And number 5, remember, you're not an imposter, you are a pro. Adopt the VoiceOver CEO identity. Stop apologizing for your rates. Pro clients, pay pro rates. And practice celebrating your wins. Every new client contact, every roster ad, every audition, every project inquiry, and every booking counts. Look, it's not easy to face why you've stayed stuck. It takes honesty and vulnerability and a good look in the mirror, because excuses feel safer than actual effort until they end up costing you your dream. Every day you spend wanting voice acting to be a full-time gig for you, but you're treating it like a hobby, is another day that you spend making somebody else rich. And here's the big irony. The moment you start behaving like a business, consistently marketing, positioning intentionally, systematizing your process, and chasing discomfort, you jump past more talented voice actors who never make that leap. They never get to go full-time, and they never stop resenting the lucky ones. Stop waiting for a magical casting to save you. Your future is in the systems, the mindset, and the market positioning you start building right now. You have the talent. Now give yourself the permission to build the business. If this feels uncomfortably true or cringy, that's good. That means you're ready for a change. Start right now. Get uncomfortable. Build the voiceover business you deserve. If this episode helped you, if you think it'll help another voice actor, another professional creative, please share it with them. If you're watching us on YouTube, give us a like, subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to us on the audio podcast, we'd love you to follow or even write us a review on Apple Podcasts. That would be lovely. Thank you so much. The more we talk here on this channel, in the voiceover community at large, the more we exchange opinions, strategies, tactics, ideas, even opinions. Did I mention opinions? The better, stronger industry we will have for everyone. Thank you so much, and we'll see you back here again real soon. Take care.